Previously briefed council on some of the property that the City of Mesquite owns at McKenzie and Lucas and Mercury Road. A good portion of the property, about half of it, is within the city limits of Balch Springs. There are several interested developers that would like to purchase that land from the city. Because of the way it was purchased, it was designated as a park land. And anytime that the city would like to sell park land, we have to get approval from voters. And so this is the proposed ballot language for council's consideration. Legal has approved this, and we are recommending an election in May.
We have to do this for Dallas County, is that correct, if the election's going to be in May? Get this language to them?
Yes, we have to get this language to the elections department. I believe the deadline is the end of this week, and then the deadline to call an election is the first part of February.
And yes, sir. I just want to revisit, we kind of had this conversation 3 weeks ago. Excuse me. But if the MISD school board doesn't have competitive elections and they cancel their elections, what is the cost and the urgency for this to be on May that we run solo?
The cost would be about $60,000. It's what an election generally costs us. And the City of Balch Springs, because of their interest in the property, has agreed to share that cost 50-50. Okay. And then the urgency is basically we've been working with the developer for more than a year due to some issues with HUD, U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. We weren't able to hit the deadline for the November election, and so we're just trying to kind of capture when the interest is high and make sure we don't miss a cycle with housing development.
Well said. Okay, thanks.
Just one more quick thing to add is any of the proceeds from the sale of this property has to be designated for park use. And as we move forward in the election process, we can work to identify some potential uses. There are several trail projects and small park developments in South Mesquite that are ideal for this amount of funding.
Yes, sir. Deputy Mayor.
Just for clarification, did I understand the last time that the developer, if this goes through, the developer would also kick in some of the money that for the election?
Recoup.
Yeah, we could recoup some of this from the developer. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
One of the things, too, I'd like to mention, I've had a chance to meet with them once when we first came, and we were trying, and my suggestion was that he said he'll run all the traps if we just set him the land. That wasn't possible. At the end of the day, we couldn't get that done. That was my thought all along. Let him deal with it. But because of the way it was purchased, this is what I've been told by legal, and because of the funds that were used and how it was bought, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, anyway, that's kind of where we're at today. So. Any other questions on 13? It's just other business in terms of whether or not it were to be a motion to pass or fail, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.